Hmm. I look much better now. Oh man, I'm still ugly though. All right, man. Torch to talk. You know what it is, man. So today's episode, man. Kendrick getting love in the six. He's now the sixth god. Before we get into that, I got to get the legendary spill. This is Torch to Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, links is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me Dead in Gym. 1,300 subscribers, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,000. Yes, I'm the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. So, man, tonight's the night. It's going to be a good one. So let's get it. All right, man. This comes courtesy of Jalopy. Shout out to Jalopy. And yeah, man. Let's get to it. Let's do it.
Worst aging lines. This gotta be one of the worst aging lines in the history of this genre. I get more love in the city that you from. After the events that have taken place tonight, bruh, this is easily one of the worst aging bars I've ever heard in the genre.
That's definitely a fact. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about today. I have a lot of videos that I'm dropping. I'm be doing an OT show, so make sure y'all check that out. But there's a lot of videos. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm going to say that I think that people got to realize what mind state and what level we are on today. See, it becomes, you know what? Let him finish, and I got a lot to say. Let's keep it going.
Bro, when have we ever seen somebody get their ass beat so bad? I'm talking diabolically bad. That they own city turn on them. Let me repeat. When have we ever seen somebody get their ass beat so bad that they hometown turn on them? This is ridiculous. Toronto has completely turned on Drake in favor of Kendrick Lamar, bro. Toronto has completely turned on Drake in favor of Kendrick Lamar. It's devastating, dog. Some of the stuff these fans was doing tonight is like, yo, I know Kendrick whipped his ass. I didn't think it was this bad. As a matter of fact, y'all might have been lying about Drake's presence in Toronto this whole time. Let's talk about it.
This is actually true. I think a lot of people, especially Drake OVO fans, they made it seem like, see, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Although Drake is from Canada and he might be from Toronto, he's not from how would I say? He's not from the blood of Toronto. You get what I'm saying? People got to understand, whatever country you in, hip hop is mainly passionate and struggle music. If you are from the suburbs or you grew up a little bit more fortunate than others, and it doesn't matter, it don't have to be black, you're not going to understand the struggle and the pain in the music. I think this is why a lot of these people showed up. You know what I'm saying? Because they showed up to hear the pain and the struggle. You know what I'm saying? From a man who's from the pain and the struggle. Doesn't necessarily mean everybody in that audience know that, but they all know that Drake is not from that. And this is the reason why wherever you go around the world, hip hop is an emotional struggle, painful, sometimes hurtful, sometimes joyous. It's so much emotion behind hip hop, and everybody all over the world can feel emotion. Drake don't provide these emotions. He don't. And this is why he probably don't get as much love, because what Kendrick did was he took away Drake's superpowers. That's his fame. He took away his fame because when he said it in the song, you like being famous. People don't like famous people. They don't. Only you like being famous. When he took that from him, everybody felt that. They felt it.
First and foremost, let's talk about this because apparently people didn't notice. Drake has never performed in this stadium. The stadium that Kendrick Lamar is in right now, Drake has never performed in it, bruh. That's wild. So you telling me Kendrick Lamar pulled up to your city to do a stadium that you do not have the capability of doing. And not only that, he sold it out. Not only that, he's going to do it again tomorrow, bro. Do you understand what is happening here? And this is what you gotta ask yourself, right? Can Drake go to LA and sell out a stadium dissing Kendrick Lamar? Absolutely not. Number one, he can't sell out a stadium. I don't care if he brought Nicki Minaj with him. He can't sell out a stadium. Number two, the fans not gonna let that slide, bro. The fans are not going to be in unison letting that slide. He goes.
All right, so I think that Drake still has a heavy presence in the music game, but I think Drake's biggest issue now is Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick Lamar is Drake's biggest issue. No matter where Drake goes, no matter what Drake does, he's gonna have eyes on him because he's such a mega star. But he's always gonna have that monkey on his back. You know what I'm saying? That squeezing his neck down. I don't mean to call Kendrick a monkey. I'm just saying that ideology. Kendrick is definitely not a monkey, but the ideology is going to be on his back. He ain't going to be able to get around that no matter what he does. So even if he tries to do a stadium, which I don't think he's ever going to try to do, in my opinion, I don't think Drake's going to try to do a stadium. Now, even if Drake was to do it, he could do it. He could try it. The redemption arc, people love a comeback story. He could probably do it. But dissing Kendrick, absolutely not. I don't care where he goes. He's not going to be able to diss Kendrick because Kendrick is too powerful. He's too beloved too. People are not going to want to hear that. What he should have did, what Drake should have did, in my opinion, he should have been playing Family Matters. He should have been playing Family Matters. He should have been playing push-ups. He should have been doing push-ups and Family Matters. And they both should have been going back and forth. To me, that's the only way that he could have kept up. He can't do it now. He can't. He can't go do it now. People gonna be like, what? Like, nobody's gonna care.
And perform Family Matters. That's not happening in LA, bro. Not to mention StubHub pushed this. Ticket demand is spiking on StubHub. Toronto just became of the top 5 best-selling cities on the tour because of total tickets sold. And the show hasn't even started. Top 5 best-selling cities, and the show didn't even start yet?
You know, the crazy thing is, I seen that post, right? And somebody in the comments said, well, that's because he dropped his ticket prices. You're talking to... Yo, people are so stupid, bro. You're talking to a place who sells the tickets, and you're saying, yeah, that's because they dropped the ticket prices. It's like, a lot of y'all be saying stuff because y'all heard somebody else say it. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all got to stop that. You got to stop just repeating what other people said because you sound stupid. Just research a little bit before you... But people are so lazy, man. They so lazy.
Dog, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Drake could never do this in Toronto. Even if we move past all the extra stuff, right? Kendrick Lamar gets on stage and first of all, they're going crazy. They're going bananas, right? But then he starts performing the diss tracks. Euphoria, bro. Euphoria must have hit something that all Canadians been wanting to say but just haven't said. Because the way they was reacting to Euphoria, the way they was screaming out these bars, these motherfuckers was singing it with their soul. It's crazy. You telling me Kendrick Lamar is an American artist from LA, right? He performs in California multiple times. The crowd was going crazy, but they never was going crazy as much as Toronto went crazy. It's the funniest thing to think about, bro. And
I 100% agree. I'll tell y'all right now, I never in my life, never in my life, in all the years I've been listening to hip hop, I never seen any crowd go crazy like they did. And you know why I think that is? I'll be honest with y'all. And I know I got an episode coming up on academics talking about how Toronto is they should be ashamed of themselves. I don't look at it like that. I think Toronto looks at it like this man really is showing us love. Even though people were saying that he dissing Toronto, I don't think they taking it like that. And I don't think he was dissing Toronto. I think he was dissing Kendrick. I think he was dissing Drake. But just so happened Drake is from Canada. But we'll talk about that during the act episode. But I'm telling you, I think they look at it like I think they feel special. I really do. I think that Toronto feels special that Kendrick Lamar actually came to their city and they're dissing the guy that's from their city. I think they feel special. I don't think that they look at the way things that we look at things. I think we look at things differently. I think some people from Toronto look at that, but overall, they don't look at that. They look at it as it's just music to them. It's just music. They that's what it is. And I'll tell you like this: if Drake was to come back and do something, they probably would support him too. I mean, who knows? Some people say no, but who knows?
we're gonna get into more of the stuff they did to prove that too. There were multiple moments in this audience where the crowd just starts cheering and chanting Kendrick Lamar over and over and over again. Now, don't get me wrong, there are a few stops that did that for Kendrick Lamar. These motherfuckers doing it for like 3 minutes straight, bruh. 2-3 minutes straight. Just chanting Kendrick Lamar after the song was over. If you sit here telling me Toronto hasn't completely abandoned Drake, I don't know what to say. And we ain't even got to the meat and potatoes. Now, this is the most damning part of probably the whole situation, bro. Number one, this is really only night one. Let's remember that. But when Kendrick started performing Not Like Us, bro. Oh my God. Bro, it was so loud in that building. It was so loud in this damn building, bro. They could have caused an earthquake and sent Rogers Center into the ground. That's how loud that shit was, bro. I'm sitting here trying to tell you, for this audience to be singing along to lyrics, calling Drake a Edo, calling Drake all types of things, a groomer, all this different stuff. For this audience to be singing along to this in unison, the way they were singing it, it wasn't just that they were singing it, the way they were singing it. This is so far gone from Drake. I don't even know how much support he's gonna get when this new project comes
out. I 100% agree. I also think that it's a combination of things and the reason why he's where he's at today. I'm telling you, I believe that this lawsuit, the more and more and more and more people start to pay attention and look and listen, the lawsuit really messed him up. He might not think so, but I'm telling you, if Drake would have just left it alone and moved on and actually just kept making music, I'm not going to say his career wouldn't have been damaged, but he contribute to his career being, totally irreparable in my opinion. How are you out here? People looking at it. I don't care what race, what color, what it. People don't like rats. They don't like people that sue. People don't like people like that. They don't. I don't care if you black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter who you are. People don't like that. That's where the whole term Karen comes from. People don't like people telling and oh yo no, because it looks like you're like complaining and oh my god, I can't believe like especially people don't like when people sit there and be like it looks like you're a whiny little bitch. Like, oh my god, I can't believe you dissed me, and now I'm gonna tell. It's like that's how the people look at it. Everybody looks at it like that. A good portion of people. They don't like when people run to the law. They don't. And I'm telling you, this is why. That's one of the major reasons why. Nobody want to hear that shit. They be like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And I think that's why. If you ask any people, they'll say, yeah, I like Drake, but I just don't like him going to courts. Like, and some people didn't even know. They just recently finding out. I'm telling you, man.
Bro, I feel like if anything, this really solidified that Toronto motherfuckers don't rock with Drake, bro. Wait, hold on. I forgot to mention. Once Not Like Us ended, guess what these motherfuckers did, bro? These motherfuckers started begging Kendrick Lamar for an encore. An encore. They was begging this nigga to perform again. To do Not Like Us again. I wish I could screen record it and put it in my video, but the way I shoot videos, the sound won't come up for the screen recording. But
he ain't lying. I showed y'all that. They definitely was screaming encore. They was definitely saying, one more time. They definitely was saying that. And you got to understand the reason why. He did that joint 6 times, and I think he could have got it off at least. If he did it 6 times, oh my God. I don't think he would have did it 6 times, but just, and then I was talking to a dude today, and he said, I think Kendrick is dragging it. The beef's been over. And I'm like, bro, this is not about the beef anymore. You got to understand. This is what it is. He's like, what you mean by that? I'm like, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's not about the beef. Like everybody thinking that this is about the beef between him and Drake. No, this is what it is. This is reality we dealing with. He ain't dragging anything. He's just going on with his career in music. And it just so happens he battled Drake and he's using these songs in what he's not supposed to use these songs. These songs are the biggest songs. That's what people come there for. How is he dragging it that people want to hear the songs? And I think a lot of people, you know what, I'm going to speak on that.
So loud. The way these motherfuckers was begging Kendrick to perform Not Like Us again, bro, if I'm Drake, I got to get the fuck out of there. I got to go somewhere else, bro. Toronto is no longer yours. It's not yours no more, bro. Kendrick took that. Now, Kendrick Lamar didn't uncover the red GNX. I did a video earlier this morning talking about all the things that I think is going to happen. You can go watch that video after this one. I'll put it at the end of the video. But he didn't uncover the red GNX. You feel me? There were no pop-ups for his performances. You see what I'm saying? But dog, it's only day one. Okay? Friday the 13th is tomorrow. The Boogeyman energy is tomorrow. All right? Everything that I said was going to happen could still probably happen. I still think that the red GNX is going to be revealed and all types of stuff. I think most of the stuff that I said was going to happen is going to happen, bro. So I see a lot of people losing faith. Don't lose faith. Give it one more night, dog. Give it one more night, dog. And on top of that, Kendrick Lamar only previewed bodies. Once again, he did a snippet again. But, bruh, I still think everything that I was saying in that video is going to happen, bro. Now, the messed up part is how bad Drake and Kai Cenat was trying to distract motherfuckers. And it didn't work at all. All of social media is going crazy over this iconic moment that we just witnessed in hip-hop history. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could imagine if they would have did that stream. If they would have did that stream and Kendrick dropped something during that stream, they would have been saying, yo, Kendrick dropped. And there was nothing he could do about that. They made the smartest decision not doing that stream. I think Drake I think Drake has finally realized the power that Kendrick Lamar has. I think Drake thought that he was running the game for 15 years. And I think he don't understand that he was running the game, and some people say he was running the game, but I believe that he didn't understand that he was just a placeholder. He wasn't really running the game. It was just somebody there until somebody actually came along. It's kind of like getting hired for a position that you really don't have. You're just hired for now. Well, we're going to let you work here in this position for 6 months, and then we'll see what happens. And then you won't get the permanent position. And I think the more this goes on, the worse it is for Drake. He's going to constantly keep dropping music, but it's not going to hit because he doesn't have any direction. You know what I'm saying? He has to rebuild. And I think he can do it, but he has to rebuild. He cannot do the same thing he's been doing. It's not going to work. That whole because everybody's just looking for it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna end it here. If y'all want to see the rest, make sure y'all go follow Jalabi. Yeah, he can't come with the same thing he usually come with. I think he has to start from the ground up. He has to rebuild. Drake has to rebuild. The thing is, people are past that point in it. You don't really hear people doing that type of music no more. I see he got a new song out. And a lot of people don't know this. I think he on somebody else's album and he got a new song. And people don't care. People used to rush and run to hear Drake's verse. He has to start over. And I think he has to go back to the roots. And I think he can make a great rap album. He just gotta, and I see Maul and everybody saying, oh, there's a bomb on there. You notice he said there's a bomb on there. He didn't say there's several bombs on there. Or he didn't say, yo, he got a lot of songs that's super fire. That's what makes me believe he's lying. I don't think he heard anything. I don't think Maul heard anything. I think he's just saying that because every Drake album probably has a bomb on there. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. But like I said, I think that at this point, he has to rebuild. He has to. And we still in the GNX era, but you got to understand GNX has ran for a year. Kendrick Lamar usually drops an album every 2 years. He will be dropping another album real soon. Next year sometime or the end of this year. I don't think he's going to drop an album now because I don't think he's going to want to interfere with the Grammys unless it's the deluxe version. But he could easily take all that attention away. He drop an album with SZA, or he just drop another album. Yeah, man. It's gonna be really difficult for Drake. And as far as Canada goes, got a new sixth god, man. The new sixth god. That's what it is. So, all right, words of encouragement, man. Never give up. Always push through. Always. Never give up. I know a lot of people out there going through a lot. And I know y'all got a lot of things going on in y'all life. But trust me, there's a will, there's a way. Just never give up. Don't feel like you have to give up. Just push through and you'll make it. Trust me. All right, man. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.